One of the white characters in shows that I changed my opinion on when I got around white people my own age was Robin and Teen Titans. I loved Robin's character as a kid, as I thought he was a great leader. He was awful, oh my gosh. But now that I'm older and have dealt with white people like Robin and realized that I was the cyborg in those situations, I can't fucking stand him. Out of all of the Titans, he was the one that clashed the most with Cyborg, and it rubbed me the wrong way as Cyborg's characters had so many issues despite him being labeled as good representation. I mentioned this before on my channel, but just because a token black character only has great traits about them does not mean that they're good representation, because at the end of the day, they're still a token. Anyway, I will elaborate more on that when I get to Every Teen Titans Review Volume 3. It's still coming, just give me some time. But long story short, so much of Cyborg's character development had to do with his identity and not much else. And if it wasn't about him being a half-black robot, it was him getting into it with Robin. Cyborg called him out on not being a great leader because he wasn't. He was terrible. Editing me here. Okay, I did elaborate a little bit more when I said Robin wasn't a good leader. When I said Robin wasn't a good leader, I didn't mean he was a bad leader all the time, but so much of his leadership skills came from the fact that he felt as if he was above everybody, which made no sense because he had no fucking powers. It's just like Robin acted like he knew everybody's powers better than he did, and that was very frustrating. And people that think they better than everybody shouldn't be leaders like that. Like, you don't know how Cyborg acts with his own body. You don't know how Starfire acts with her own body. You don't know how Raven acts with her own body. And you don't know how Beast Boy acts with his own body. Like, baby, no, calm down. Like, I'm telling y'all, his character is like really fucking irritating. I can't stand him.
Cyborg, what happened back there?
Get off my back.
I'm on your side, remember? I was just trying to get you to kick it up a notch.
I don't have another notch. I'm not like you, okay? When I say I can't, I can't. When I was an athlete, when I was human, I loved pushing my limits. Getting stronger, faster, better, just by trying harder than I ever had before. My coaches would always tell me to give 110%, and I always did.
You still can.
My muscles are mechanical now. Limits are built in. No matter how hard I try, 100% is all I've got.
I didn't know.
Well, now you do.
Cyborg was the one that called Robin out for not being that great of a leader as he thought he was. Because Robin had a lot of issues when it came to his leadership skills because he didn't want to listen to anyone and he thought he was right about everything. And the one that called him out was the black one, and when they got into it, woohoo!
Alright, so I'm going to talk about Harryana's video real quick and stuff. I'm not going to talk about the entirety of the video or anything or whatever, because it's just like that's time consuming, and plus I feel like this Robin thing kind of implies to me a little bit more because I'm more knowledgeable about like Robin and Teen Titans and stuff, especially compared to her, but I'm a little bit more knowledgeable about it than the other stuff she brought up, so, and I feel like I'm more interested in talking about it. But anyways, so there were three things that I kind of disagree with. First off, she said that Cyborg is a token black character among the Teen Titans, and I'm like, Cyborg is a token black character in the Teen Titans. So, of course, I got my thoughts about that. If you know what token means and stuff, I like to go off of Young Ripa's definition sometimes about what tokenized or token, of what a token character is and stuff, and I think, yeah, he's pretty much on the money there. Harryana, I believe she has her own notions about what a token character is that basically just like, from her point of view, she must think that a token character is just a character that is like some kind of like a different ethnicity compared to everybody else. Like for Cyborg's case, he's the only African American on the Teen Titans in that specific group, right? And that there's no other like African Americans, so therefore that makes Cyborg a token black character, which he's not. But basically a token black character, I believe. This is just me going like citing off an Urban Dictionary, so correct me if I'm wrong. But usually, for a token black character, it's basically just a character that is neither the protagonist or the antagonist, but serves as like has like a non-important role in the story, and it's just like literally there in the background to serve as some kind of representation and stuff. That's pretty much what a token black character is, and usually they're kind of like the first person to die and all that stuff, and they're very stereotypical. Yeah, Cyborg is not stereotypical, and he definitely has quite an important role on the Teen Titans and stuff. I mean, for starters, Cyborg is actually like the smartest character on the team and stuff. He's the one that makes all the like the inventions and stuff, like the T card, the T ship, and all that. Not Robin, not Starfire, not Raven, not Beast Boy, Cyborg. Cyborg's the smartest guy on the team. Okay, he's the inventor. And on top of that, he's like one of the strongest characters as well. So yeah, Cyborg definitely is important and whatnot. And if you're saying that basically his story or whatever is just like unimportant and it's all about him and dealing with his identity, then that's just like the surface level of it. I mean, there's plenty of other things about Cyborg from Teen Titans and stuff that was interesting about it. Like, yeah, he struggled with stuff like, accepting his machine half and accepting his human half and stuff. Like, I would say some pretty good episodes of Cyborg would be like Only Human and stuff. That was a pretty good episode. Or the episode where this one character called Grid had almost tried to completely eliminate Cyborg's human half to try and turn him into a full-on robot, pretty much. Those are some pretty good episodes with Cyborg, you know. But anyways, but why not talk about, like, I don't know, Cyborg's rivalry with Brother Blood and stuff. That was actually pretty interesting because Brother Blood was a personal enemy of Cyborg's, where pretty much he managed to like not only steal Cyborg infiltrated his Brother Blood's school so that he can steal his plans for his Doomsday device, and then Brother Blood pretty much stole Cyborg's specs and stuff, and then later on used it against him. So for a minute he served as a little bit of a mentor until Cyborg turned against him. Later on, Brother Blood ends up coming back and using Cyborg's own technology against him and almost used it to destroy the entire city by causing a flood. And then later on, pretty much like because of those specs and stuff, Cyborg took it personal because all that stuff has all of Cyborg's personal information, everything about himself, like his personal thoughts, his feelings, and just, his weaknesses, his strengths, everything. And Brother Blood, he has all that knowledge. And then later on, Brother Blood goes as far as to turn himself into an own cyborg, which, to Cyborg's credit, like horrified him. He was like, "What did you do to yourself?" Like, dude turned himself into a full-on cyborg and stuff just so he can amp up his powers. Like, look, what happened to Cyborg was a complete accident, but what happened to Brother Blood, this man literally did this on purpose, and Cyborg just can't fathom that. That's crazy. And then Brother Blood was ready to do that to other people too, against their own will, just so that he can like control them more. Even like he was even going to do it to his own friends, to Cyborg's own friends, which is crazy. So yeah, of course, Brother Blood was definitely a personal enemy for Cyborg. So yes, Cyborg definitely does have some pretty good character arcs and stuff inside Teen Titans and stuff. He wasn't like, oh, this untapped character that had a lot of potential but didn't. But yeah, so anyway, Cyborg's far from a token black character. And then the second thing I wanted to bring up was that she mentions that Cyborg and Robin clashes a lot, which, I mean, granted, they do, but it's not over leadership. Like, as far as I'm aware, there was never a moment or an instance where I think Cyborg and Robin ever clashed about leadership. Maybe when they first met, I guess. I'm not there yet. I'm rewatching the cartoon, so it'll probably be a minute. But from season 1 all the way up to season 3, Cyborg never complained about Robin's leadership. And if he did, then why the hell is he letting Robin lead him in the first place? You know what I mean? Like, if anything, Robin has like the most like experience compared to everybody else when it comes to like crime fighting and all that other jazz. And then I would say maybe second to that would probably be Beast Boy, but yeah. But anyways, yeah. So anyways, but no, Cyborg he doesn't think that Robin's a terrible leader. Whenever they get into arguments and stuff, the only 2 times I can ever think about when they really got into like really big arguments was like the first episode when they were fighting Cinderblock, and Cyborg and Robin felt like they were getting in each other's way. and stuff, to the point where Cyborg just left the team and then came back later to help out everybody and stuff. And then eventually Robin and Cyborg put aside their differences and managed to work together to defeat Plasmus and stuff. So yeah. And then the other time that when they really got into an argument was when the Titans East episode, where Cyborg was going to become the leader of Titans East, and Robin wanted at least to know why he wants to lead the team and everything, So they got into an argument there. Has nothing to do with Robin's leadership, or that Cyborg is complaining about Robin's leadership. But of course, like I said, Harriana is only just going off of memory, which is why I'm saying that's a bad thing when you're reviewing something if you're going off of memory. Because when you go off of memory, you don't remember everything and stuff, especially if you're reviewing something that you haven't seen in years. Yeah, that's not a good idea. I mean, you could probably recommend or say, yeah, I used to like that. But you can't just go off of and be like, oh yeah, well, X, Y, and Z, yeah. Unless you've been watching it consecutively or just consistently, then yeah, I understand that. But no, Harriana, she literally just throws in some shit and is like, oh, well, Cyborg had a problem with Robin's leadership, would always call him out. No, he didn't. Hell, one time, Robin actually let Cyborg lead the team against Brother Blood and stuff, accepting that Brother Blood is Cyborg's personal enemy and stuff, and that Cyborg knows the best way to take him down. Hell, Robin was even comparing his thing with Brother Blood to his thing with Slade. So yeah, there's a lot of things. Then number 3, we have what else we have for number 3? And then the third thing I also disagree with Harriana's take was that she says that Robin is a mean white guy and that basically he's a terrible leader. Now, how the hell is Robin a terrible leader? She doesn't even go in depth none there. She just says that he's a terrible leader because he acts like he knows how to use everybody's powers better than them. She must be watching too much Batman or something. Robin never acted like he knew how to use their powers, like his friends' powers better than him. He never was like, yeah, he's the leader, so he should know how to he should know everybody's abilities and stuff, so he can kind of coordinate more and understand whose abilities are best to use against who. Don't you think? That's what a leader does. They plan. They're strategists. They should know how to utilize a team. That's pretty much what Robin's been doing. Never acted like he knew how to use Starfire, Raven, Beast Boy, or Cyborg's powers better than anybody. If anything, Robin's always trying to motivate them and stuff. Like that one episode, Only Human and stuff. He was trying to motivate Cyborg to push past his limits and stuff. And Cyborg was telling Robin that he doesn't have any that he has a limit and stuff as a cyborg and all that jazz, and he can't get any stronger than this. Which later on, Cyborg realized that he actually does still have limits, or not limits. He can actually push past those limits even. But yeah. So I'll probably put up a couple of clips as to why I think Robin's actually a pretty good leader and stuff. Now, can Robin be mean at times? Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I mean, he can be, but he's not constantly just an asshole to everybody. I mean, Robin has his moments where he can be chill and stuff, and then moments where he can just be like, all right, he's a little bit of a workaholic. He can be a little obsessed. That was one of his main issues back in season 1 and 2. Where Robin would either get caught up with trying to stop Slade and stuff to the point where he'll grow obsessed over it, or he'll try to go all lone wolf like he did when he became Red X and stuff. Because when he became Red X, of course that was bad because he went behind everybody's backs, didn't tell nobody about the plan, almost got himself killed, got almost everybody else killed. So yeah, everybody was pretty much pissed off about that. So yeah, and Robin even said that he almost lost his friends because of this, personally. So yeah, it was pretty bad. But other than that, Robin's come back from that. He's led the team well, and all that jazz. He doesn't keep secrets from them like that anymore, etc. So I don't know what makes her think that Robin's a terrible leader.
Come on, Cyborg, push!
What's it look like I'm doing?
Punch it, Cy, straight through the roof.
Yes, inform that large mass of metal who is the boss.
Go Cyborg.
All right, Cyborg, time! It's no good! Shut it down!
No way, Cyborg! I won't let you quit! Come on, push!
I can't!
Yes, you can!
No! I can't! How could I? They were counting on me and I just couldn't do it. Atlas was right. I am a loser.
So that's it, man? You're just gonna give up?
What else can I do? I gave everything I had. 100%.
Give more. Your friends are in trouble. You have to go back. You have to win.
I can't win. Atlas is stronger. Atlas is faster. He's just a better robot.
But you aren't all robot. Half of you is human, and that's the half that can beat him.
Time to take it up a notch. What are you guys doing here?
An old friend called for help.
I thought they jammed my transmission.
The signal was pretty garbled, but we got the message.
And it looks like we got here just in time.
Some leader I turned out to be. Been in charge less than a week, and I've already lost my entire team.
No, you haven't. Not yet. There's still time to save them.
So what's the plan?
You tell me. If anyone's going to know how to stop blood, it's you. This is your enemy, your technology, your mission. The team is yours to lead.
All right. Well, I guess we need to head out and...
Dude, we're kinda locked in.
Not for long. I put this place together, I could tear it apart.
Rise, young warrior. You must get up. Your journey is not over.
I can't fight him. He has all my weapons. I have nothing.
When you began your journey, you were determined. Nothing could stop you. And now that you are so close, are you willing to give up so easily?
It was easier at the beginning.
Beginnings are often easier. But think of all that you have accomplished along your journey. What you have learned from your battles with the bear, the snake, the monkey.
What's the point of fighting my way up the mountain when someone else is just going to come up the easy way?
There is always going to be someone who does things the easy way. But that should not stop you from doing things the right way. It is your journey, young warrior. Only you decide when it ends.